Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
So just the other day, fall applications for the DCP dropped. So exciting. There's going to be so many new arrivals just like a month after I get there, which is literally so amazing. Like so many friends. I love it. But today I just wanted to go over the DCP application process. This is basically going to be like any basic information about the process through application process, WBI, all of that. And yeah, I just wanted to give y'all some of the tips and tricks that I used for my DCP process. I have gone through the DCP process 3 times and I got in once, but I had an interview the second time, which I will get into more later in the video. Okay, so let's get started about talking about the initial application first. So it looks like I applied September 15th. I believe applications dropped September 14th of 2021, but I didn't apply right away. I thought I had applied right away, but I guess not. I do remember thinking like, oh, I'll just apply a week later, like it hasn't worked before applying like the first day, like I never had a lot of movement, so I was like, let me just wait. But then it looks like September 15th, I was like, what the heck, let me just apply, let me get it over with. And yeah, so I applied September 15th. Just a little bit about the application. It's mostly just basic information, name, email, school. There's a section for job experience. For me personally, I had a lot of childcare experience. So I put after school supervisor, camp counselor. I even included babysitting, which you might not think to include, but if you don't have any like work experience, or maybe you don't have any relevant work experience, you can totally put down something like babysitting or lawn work or I don't know, event planning. Just say that you're self-employed, because that is all work experience, and I think that it is totally okay to include that on your application. It shows that you are, you know, experienced in something, that you are working towards something, that you are professional. It shows all of that. So it's really important to include things like that if you don't have, you know, much job experience. So also in the descriptions of my experience, I did make sure to include the 4 keys. There might be 5 keys now, I'm not positive. So the 4 keys that I used was safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency. And apparently now there's inclusion. Someone comment down below and tell me if that's true, because I had not heard about that until I started like researching the 4 keys. So let me know. So basically for me personally, safety is really important with childcare. So I made sure to include like prioritize safety. I made sure to like follow a schedule. So I would put efficiently following a structured schedule, just things like that, making sure that I included those keywords in my application, because you want it to go through to an actual recruiter. So I believe that a computer goes through your application, sees if you're a good fit for the company, and then they'll send it on to an actual recruiter. So it's just really important to include those things on your application. For example, people who visit the parks are not customers, they are guests. So you don't go to customer services when you have an issue, you go to guest services. So if you worked retail, or maybe you worked at another amusement park, or really anywhere, you could include the word guest in your job descriptions. Guest is a word that resonates with Disney as a company, and it is potential that a recruiter could see that on your resume, or your job descriptions, and they could be like, oh, that person is a great fit for a company, and maybe push you along to a WBI. So overall, the application process is really simple. They ask you basic information, go over job description, all that fun stuff. I know people say that they recommend adding a resume because it'll make you stand out to recruiters. I personally have never added a resume. They've even said that you don't need a resume. I don't even think I had a resume the first time I applied. And I've gotten a WBI twice. I in no way think that not adding a resume impacted me not getting in the first 2 times that I applied. So don't worry about that. Just really focus on your job description portion of the application. Okay, so let's talk about the WBI now, the web-based interview. It is essentially a really big mega personality quiz. They're basically just kind of testing or interviewing your values, your morals, all that. It's nothing like political or anything. Just, I mean, like the main thing I can remember is, are you late? So you would put definitely true, definitely false. There's neutral in the middle. You have to answer that question, answer it honestly. And then later they will backtrack, like later in the quiz, and they'll ask, are you always on time? So it's important to stay consistent. If you say that you are never late, don't later say that you are rarely on time. That's a big, huge inconsistency in your answers, and it could be like the deciding factor if you pass or fail your WBI. So don't do that. So again, don't lie, be consistent. It's pretty simple. You have like maybe 30-40 seconds to answer every question. It is timed. I don't know if the whole thing is timed. I don't really remember, but I think it is. It's really simple. I don't have much to tell you about it. It can be intimidating at first, but again, like, just clear your head, be in a room where you can completely concentrate on this WBI, and you should be fine. If you do not pass it, do not be discouraged at all. I know people who failed their WBI and they couldn't apply for 6 months after that, and they were great fits for the company. They just didn't, it just wasn't the time for them. So do not be discouraged if you do not pass it. That's basically it. It's really simple. I thought it was really fun. So, just go in it with a clear head, and you will be fine. So after your WBI, it's basically just a long waiting game. I was accepted October 4th, which was 2 weeks after I initially applied and did my WBI. I know some people wait 2 months, some people wait 2 days. So do not fret if you do not get accepted right away. It's honestly just a different timeline for everyone, and you just have to be patient. After that, you have to pay your fees. I believe mine was in between $400 and $500. So just make sure that you are ready for that if you apply. I personally put mine on a credit card, and I've been paying it off ever since. I know other people's parents pay for them. Some people just have the money on standby. Just make sure you have a plan for that after, because you don't want to lose your offer if you, just like don't have the money at the time. But yeah, that's basically it. And after that, they'll send you like some documentation that you need to fill out. And that's it. It's super easy. I loved this application process. It was really chill. Again, I do wish they did the phone interview, but again, like, that took a lot of anxiety off, and it was, again, just waiting and just, anticipation. So after you get hopefully accepted, that's when the real fun begins. You can start looking for roommates and, just meeting really cool people. I have met so many people through the Facebook groups and through Instagram who are amazing, and I don't get there till April. So it's just a really fun way to connect with other people who love Disney and who probably or maybe will be working with you while you're on your program. So everything has been like pretty quiet from Disney's side. I think I got my vaccine upload and that was it, and I have not heard from them since, but I believe that I will be hearing about dorms registration in the next week or two. I'm not really sure on the timeline on that, but I will be able to rank my room preferences and link with my roommate, and that'll be really exciting, and that'll be something to tide me over for the next 2 months. But other than that, I should be hearing about my role in about a month, maybe a little bit more. I think it's about a month from now, which is crazy. Oh my gosh. And then obviously in like late March, I'll be getting itinerary and my location, and it's just really happening really fast, but also really slow. I am so excited to be down in Florida already. I know so many people who are already there, and I'm just so jealous of all of the January arrivals right now, because I have so much FOMO, like looking through your stories and like looking at your posts, and it's crazy. But I will be joining y'all very, very soon, and I literally can't wait. I know I say that all the time, but I just cannot wait. So if y'all have any questions at all, make sure you comment them down below. I will be happy to help with any questions y'all may have about the application process. Other than that, my channel will probably be a little quiet for the next month or so. I am anxiously awaiting my role, and when I finally get it, I will make a role reveal video, and I'll probably also make a packing vlog when I get closer to my move. But yeah, if you want to get to know me a little bit better, make sure you are following me on Instagram. I'm way active on there. Feel free to reach out. I would love to get to know y'all more. And yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and I cannot wait to make more videos for y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope y'all have a magical day. Bye!